Hey guys, 𝗬𝗵𝗶₃𝗀𝘀 here, values-driven coaching, and if I'm looking like Mr. Rogers these days, it's a little chilly outside in Dallas. I think it's the last gasp of winter in here, the first part of April, but wanted to just take some time right now to talk about something called all things being equal. So you've heard the concept in mathematical equations as you're trying to hold certain constants, all things being equal, this variable can fluctuate. So if you're solving for a particular variable, you want to be able to freeze and hold all other things to be constant, to be equal, to be on equal footing. Well, unfortunately, if you hadn't already noticed, in the cleaning industry, all things are equal in the eyes of property managers. So when they go out to bid for the lion's share of them, and unfortunately the less experienced property managers really don't know what the inequalities are that they're not able to see. In other words, when they go out to bid, they ask a series of questions of cleaning companies and landscape companies and security companies and you name it. Anybody that has a quality firm that can say, tell me what you're all about, how long have you been in business, how many employees do you have, how many dots on the map do you have, what is your extent of services that you provide, and we all respond to that. And then they also ask us, what would it cost for you to provide this service at my property? And we give them that. So we think we're doing the holistic job, and we think that the receiver of these proposals is somehow grading the feedback that they get, all of the qualities and the characteristics and the differentiators of the different firms, and weighing that into their calculus as to who they decide to do business with and award their services to. Not the case. They look at the price. You know that, I know that. And so, unfortunately, they hold all other things being equal. And you know as well as I do that no two humans are alike. So by definition, there is no all things being equal when it comes to me and how I do things for my company versus Tim and what he does for his company versus Alice and what she does for her company. So by definition, all things cannot be equal. They cannot be equal. So focusing on price alone is nonsense. So if we know that that's the case, and actually property managers do know that, they think they're doing themselves a service by saying, okay, well, if I've already gone out to the market and I've pre-selected who's going to participate in this RFP process and who's going to be bidding on the services at my properties, I pretty much have said, I'm only going to ask the quality firms that I know of that can check all the boxes and therefore make all those characteristics and all the things that matter to me most equal. But you know as well as I do, that is an incorrect assumption. They assume because Alice uses these quality firms and she's gotten some good feedback from them, and Tim uses these quality firms and he gives me some good feedback, and I'm able to weigh that in, like, well, if they're the quality firms, then I'll go out to bid to those firms. And then I won't have to deal with the inequities and the inequalities of the people that I don't know much about. However, that's overlooking, the newcomers in the market who could have incredible technologies and great qualities that make their differentiation that much better than the other ones, or that much more valuable. They are unable to actually, well, let me just cut to the chase. They very often go after the firms that are top of mind to them. Those who are involved in 𝗬𝗲𝗄 and 𝗖RAM, we've made pretty hefty investments into these particular associations so that we can remain top of mind, so that we can be rubbing shoulders with all of the real estate members and become more of a relationship rather than a number. We all try and do these things, but what do we find out? When they go to bid, they just look at the price, and it's crazy, 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 crazy. So if you know me and my effort to change the entire paradigm as to how business services are being evaluated, it can't be on price. There is no all things being equal in service industry. There's nuance, there's relationships, there's all kinds of things that actually matter more to property managers than the price. Things like responsiveness and problem solving and communication, professionalism, and the training that you put in there, and the risk that you remove from me, being the extension of the management team that I solely rely upon you to do for me as a property manager. So it's crazy to be thinking that there is this thing that if you go out to bid the proper way and you've asked the right things, you can hold all things being equal, then price should be the absolute, only metric you need to care about. And that's incorrect. So keep following my videos here. I make these videos, number one, because I love to communicate my position, my perspective, my experiences with you. And these are all free to you to implement. So as a courtesy to the industry, and really, I want to help everybody. I want to help both sides of the equation. I want to help property managers really get out of their own way and stop being stuck with the low bidder. I want to help service partners in this industry actually, elevate their quality and their relevance in the market so that they can be, awarded business based upon cost effectiveness and performance and quality, not just on price. So there's a way to do it. Keep following me. There are more videos to come that you can use and implement into your cleaning company business, into your landscape business, into your security business. It doesn't really matter. I happen to be focusing on cleaning, and that is the lion's share of what you're going to get. But the argument remains the same no matter what service you're providing. So please, I look forward to your comments. Please give me some your feedback on these, and like it and share it, and expand the universe of this particular message, because there's more to come. 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝘀, values-driven coaching. I look forward to giving you more in upcoming videos, and in the meantime, I appreciate the attention and your time. Thank you.